Okay, we're going to take a quick look at rounding whole numbers, just what we're supposed to do when we hear this terminology rounding. Rounding is just meaning you find a certain point in a number and then you kind of change the rest of it to zeros. So you need to pay attention to a couple things. We need to remember our place value. And you need to remember the 5 rule. Okay. So when they ask you a question, so if they want you to round a number like 3,725, all right, if they want you to round it to the nearest 10, first you need to remember, okay, what are my place values? This one has ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. So if they want you to round it to the nearest 10, you're going to be looking at this place value. So when you hear the place value they're wanting you to round to, you just look right next door. Alright, and so that's place value. Rule of 5, if the number is 5 or higher, you round up. If it's 5 or low, or if it's less than 5, you round down. So let's break this number down to each of its place values. So if we were going to round this to the nearest 10, then we look to nearest 10, then we look at the 10, and then we look right next door. There is a 5 there, so because there's a 5, we're going to round up. So this number would be 3,730. Okay, if we write this number again, 3,725, and we want to round to the nearest 100. Okay, we look right next door. I see that there's a 2 there. Okay, the 2 is less than 5, so that means we're going to keep this the same. So if we rewrite the number to the nearest 100, it's 3,700. Okay, and if we look at this number again, 3,725, and we round it to the nearest 1,000, and we look next door and we see there's a 7. 7 is more than 5, so if we're going to round this, we round up, and we get 4,000. Okay, so remember place value and the 5 rule, and you should remember how to round numbers. Alright.